No matter what something is, there will always be stereotypes asserted to it and everybody who surrounds it. Today, we're going to look at the different stereotypes and archetypes for different types of quarterbacks in the NFL, create a stereotypical perfection for one of them, and see how they all sim. Before we do that, though, I want to see what team we're going to use. We're going to go 19 here and have the Dolphins. So as you can see here, at the player archetypes, there are different types of quarterbacks. Today, we're going to try and make the stereotypical quarterback for each and every one of these. So starting off, we're going to go ahead and make a stereotypical field general quarterback, which is close to what Tua has. Joe Burrow is the best field general quarterback, sitting at a 96 overall. So we're going to take his build and number just to commemorate him. So here's our field general quarterback. He is 6'3", 214 pounds. All these guys are going to be a 90 overall X factor because 90 is when you unlock 5th superstar ability. As we can see here, it is the 5th best quarterback in the league. His throw power isn't incredible, but his accuracies are unbelievable. He has the perfect awareness, but he cannot move at all. I made sure he had 66 speed, 66 acceleration. This man is stuck in that pocket. Here are the abilities. We have Omaha, so they can see all the coverages before the snap. Also gave him no look Deadeye, sideline Deadeye, inside Deadeye, high point Deadeye, and pocket Deadeye, because this guy's all about accuracy and leading his team. So starting out, let's see how he will do in the league. This is the team that all of our quarterbacks will be working with, as it is a pretty solid roster. You know, offensive line could use a little bit of work. Running backs are solid. Wide receivers are great. And defensively, it's a really solid team as well. You have people like Chop Robinson, Calais Campbell, Jalen Ramsey, and Kendall Fuller, Jordan Poyer. So this could be a good team. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hop into a drive against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be the first drive of this guy's career. Of course, jerseys will be randomized. Let's go. So here comes our field general quarterback as he's looking to lead the Dolphins to the playoffs and maybe even the Super Bowl. We'll see how he plays against the Jaguars. Now, we got to remember, this guy cannot move, and that is the wrong play. This guy cannot move, but he is an X factor, so of course he is good. As, wow, this is crazy defense. He gets the ball out, but still. Yeah, that was low-key insane. Not a single soul was open, I hope, at least, or else I definitely missed something. A good run from H-Sin. Oh my God, he does not have kids. You can barely see the name on his back plates because it's so big. A gigantic throw to Durham Smythe, the backup tight end, and that is a perfect ball because of his superstar abilities. I definitely think that having Tyreek Hill here is going to be big for him as DPI happens on the field. We go to a 3rd and 17. So that is the caveat to this player. I mean, he can hit pretty much any throw on the field, but if he gets into a position where he is under pressure, oh my God, what an interception. Then he can't do anything. That is a wow. I did not even see him. All right, Jaguars have us backed up here, and I am definitely getting a touchdown with this quarterback. Is this like my 4th offensive drive trying to do this? Maybe. And are we in the second half? Yes, but it's going to happen. This is when coaches suggest the plays just fail because on 3rd and 10, they're asking me to run it. Hello? What are we doing here? We have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. All right, we're just going to run some stick here. Tyreek Hill over the middle. Oh my, dude, literally every ball of this guy is perfect because we have so many dead eyes on him. All right, we're going to throw this up to Yanu just because I want to see a big body. Another guy. This is man coverage. Then Braxton Berrios should be more naked than I am right now. Then again, I am fully clothed, but we also have Tyreek Hill. Get up, get up. If I see single coverage, Tyreek Hill. Press coverage, Tyreek Hill. Guys, what are we doing here? Easy money, and that is a touchdown. All right, so we're going to see how this guy produces in the regular season because we are the GOATs. All right, so we're going to see how he performs. Of course, I deleted all the stats because I was just trying to clip farm. So let's see if we make the playoffs. All right, so we went 9-8. I don't know how the Indianapolis Colts went 14-3. That is ridiculous. But we went 9-8, second in the division, so we can mark that up on the board. Well, let's just see if he can go and pass the 14-3 Colts, who are somehow not even the 1 seed. Yeah, and we go home 42-14. That's not what we like to see. So at least check out stats. Offensively, we are 22nd. That's not at all what we like to see. Defensively, we are 14. Let's see what the stats are. Ooh, that's actually not a very good season. 3,980 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of weird considering you have 99 awareness, which means that you should throw like 0 picks. And that is really not what we want to see. He'll add 135 on the ground off of 42 carries. And that's just not what we like to see. Otherwise, Devon Achane ran for 811 yards and 14 touchdowns, which is a good season out of him. 2 1,000-yard receivers. We have Tyreek Hill with 1231 and 9. Also, Jalen Waddle with 1,001. Along with Braxton Berries, who had 699 and 6. That is interesting. Then Yanu down here with 586 and 3. Our sack leader was Austin Jackson with 11. Otherwise, though, it's not that bad of a season. 7 from Armstead, 4 from Robert Jones, but that just comes with them playing so many snaps. 109 tackles out of Jordan Brooks, 76 Bradley Chubb, 75 Kendall Fuller, 17 TFLs Bradley Chubb, 16 Zach Sealer, and 11 Jalen Phillips. An electric season for the pass rush. That's not even accounting for the 8 Calais Campbell sacks, 5.5 from Bradley Chubb, and 5 from Jalen Phillips. Our coverage was also great with 5 picks from Jordan Poyer, 3 from Jordan Brooks, and 2 from Javon Holland, which isn't even including the 11 pass deflections from Kendall Fuller and the 6 from Javon Holland and Kader Kohu. We had safeties out of Jalen Phillips, Chris Smith, and Emmanuel Ogba, and touchdowns out of Jordan Poyer and Jalen Ramsey, creating a great year for this Dolphins defense. Jason Sanders was also electric with 86% and a 57 log, also not missing an extra point this whole year. Wow, at the end of the year, the Chiefs beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl 34-31. Super Bowl MVP is Patrick Mahomes. NFL MVP is Josh Allen. Coach of the Year is Shane Steichen. Offensive Player of the Year is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Defensive Player of the Year is Jeffrey Simmons. So a very interesting year. Of course, no awards for us. And let's just go on to our next player. The next stereotype that we're making is going to be for the strong arm quarterback, and I know it's not Josh Allen's, since there aren't that many of them, and a lot of the top players in the league kind of go into one group. We're going to only choose people from the big 4 of NFL quarterbacks. So our representative for the strong arm is going to be Josh Allen, because that man can throw a Hail Mary. That also means that, yes, we are going to be using his number, first name, and build. Next up, we have our strong arm quarterback, represented by number 17. He is 6'5", 237 pounds. Of course, a 90 overall, and he has 99 throw power, 95 deep accuracy, 87 medium, and 83 short. I kind of had to bump those up because I have 79 awareness, which isn't great. His draw on the run is an 84. He has good play action. He is a great player at breaking sacks because he is big and he's tough. His speed is all right, and his acceleration is pretty good. He can't move around that much, but he's got 99 strength, 99 toughness, 90 trucking, 96 stiff arm. For his abilities, I gave him bazooka just so he can haul that ball downfield as best as he can. I also gave him long range deadeye, agile extender, set feet lead, anchored extender, and high point deadeye. And I have a pretty high hope for this guy. So let's hop into this game once again just to see if we can feel a difference. So let's see how our strong arm quarterback produces in this offense. He's there to lead out the team. And I'm very sorry to Jalen Waddle because I did have to strip your number from you. I gave him 18 though. So Jaguars do score this time, but I'm not worried about it because we can just come in here and destroy these guys. This guy, like, oh my God, visibly looks so much bigger, but he doesn't break that sack. All right, that's not a great sign at all. Okay, Achane breaks a bunch there. All right, this corner is going to have to float somewhere we can roll out. Oh my God, this guy is as any. Oh, he completes the pass to Yanu Smith. Okay, I think how much speed did I give him? I only gave this guy 83 speed. I don't know if I got a speed glitch there. 83 isn't that crazy, guys. Was I supposed to give him like 79? What am I gonna do for the improviser? All right, after this game, I am gonna decrease his speed to like 79. Oh, but then I'm gonna have to increase something else to bring him back up. We'll see what happens. Anyway, as you can tell, it's not a perfect pass because that's not who he is. Instead, I'm going to have to shoot deep at some point because I gave him 99 deep accuracy. I think I did at least. I gave him like 95, actually. That is a beautiful throw to Tyreek Hill, though. All right, I think this guy is going to do a little bit better in that Miami system. Breaks the sack. Almost breaks two. That only means that I can shoot deeper for Jalen Waddle or Tyreek Hill, though. All right, let's see what we shoot for here. Y is going to be wide open for the touchdown. Braxton Berrios is in. That's what you like to see. And that is how you play a strong arm quarterback. That is perfection right there. Not the accuratest ball. That's not a word. Not the most accurate ball, but it went deep and there was no struggle. I'm going to quickly just decrease his speed, but it'll be fine. All right, I just fixed him up. He's a 90 still, but with lower speed and a little bit lower awareness. So we're going to see how he produces. Can he at least lead them to more than better than a 9-8 record? Oh, and he goes 11-6. Way better. And finally, the Colts are back to normal, missing the playoffs at an 8-9 record. A crazy competitive AFC this year, though, with 2 14-3 teams and a 13-14. But let's see if we can defeat the Texans in their home stadium. This would be big to put him above the field general, and he does. And we have a home advantage against the Los Angeles Chargers. Can we beat them is the question here. The answer is yes. So we move on to the division rival Bills, as we are looking at a chance for the Super Bowl. The poetic justice of this is incredible, as our guy was made after Josh Allen. So we're gonna hop in and see if this game is close. Let's see if our man can beat his master. Not his master, his maker. So we're gonna hop in with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. The Bills are on the 9-yard line, looking to try and tie it up with a 2-point conversion. Allen will look, he'll throw over the middle. He got his man. That's the touchdown. They need a 2-point conversion. That's Curtis Samuel in the end zone. So the 2-point conversion either win them or lose them the game. Let's see if they can get this in. It looks like a run to James Cook. It's going to be a motion from the tight end. A very interesting way of walking. Where is he going to go? It's going to be a pass, and Allen, pressured, rolls out and is sacked. Calais Campbell. And that is possibly going to end the game for Buffalo. On 3rd and 8, it will be a gigantic play, as the Bills have 2 timeouts down the drain, but we need to convert this. It's our boy. It's a slip screen. Missed. His short accuracy is not great, but that means that the Bills are going to get another chance at this ball. 1st and 10 for the Bills. They are trying to drive down this field, as Josh Allen is trying to make the man that he made go home. It's going to be a pass from Allen, of course. It's going to be a sidearm throw to Curtis Samuel once again, and he'll get the first down. Another pass from Josh Allen comes here on a new 1st and 10. Another sack out of Calais Campbell. He's a big-time player. 2nd and 17. Play action. Allen pressured. Intercepted by Jalen Ramsey. And if that flag is on the offense, then it's going to be a game over, as Jalen Ramsey house calls it. And that would officially end the game, but we have to see what the penalty is. Roughing the passer. Oh, no. The Bills are going to get this ball back. Jalen Phillips messes up. Refs once again bailing out, just like the new thing that came out about them. It's going to be a pass from Allen on 1st and 10. Steps back, scrambles out. He's going to rush for it. He's got the first down and so much more. Over, doubling, and he fumbles. Allen fumbles. The defense recovers. And Allen can't seem to keep the ball outside of the defensive hands of the Miami Dolphins. That's going to end the game. Zach Saylor getting the fumble after Kendall Fuller and a group of other Dolphins took it out. And that'll be it. And Strong Arm is going to the Super Bowl. What a game from the Miami Dolphins, and a way to close it out. And I thought I was going to say this over a cool screen. I'm just seeing a Bills logo. So the Eagles will make it back to the Super Bowl 14-3. Josh Allen is going to win the MVP, but let's see if we can get the ring. Can Josh Allen Jr. did what Josh Allen can't seem to do and close out for the Super Bowl ring. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and watch this game like this. Eagles strike first, and we strike back with a field goal to end the first quarter. All right, second quarter, Eagles drive down and score instantly. We get another field goal, so it's just going to be double what it was before. All right, let's see if we can get something going on now. We only got another field goal, and they get another touchdown. Oh, wow. All right, we're going normal here just so we can see what happens each and every play as we drive down. When we score, we need the onside, or at least to hold them, as they do have Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts. And they are driving like nothing else. And the game is over. We're going to lose the Super Bowl, but that's still farther than anybody has gotten so far. It's a really sad way to go out, but that is way better than Field General did. Statistically, our offense was top 10, which is absolutely incredible. Defensively, however, we were also almost top 10. Strong Arm is already doing better than the other guy. 4,400 yards, 30 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I know he got 6 interceptions with way less awareness. 70% completion. He also added 363 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground without a turnover. Otherwise, Devon Achane, pretty similar production, just a little bit better. 877 yards and 16 touchdowns. A great season from him, I gotta say. Jalen Waddle actually takes over. As he now is number 19. 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns, which is honestly even better. A 916 and 8 for Braxton Berrios, 581 and 2 for Jonnu Smith. And look, when you can move your sack numbers go down, as this was an incredible year. As we had Teron Armstead with 6, Austin Jackson with 5, Aaron Brewer with 4, which is great numbers. Defensively, Jordan Brooks with 100 tackles, 69 for Jordan Poyer, 68 for Kendall Fuller. For our pass rush, we had 13 TFL's Bradley Chubb, 13 Zach Sealer, 12 Jalen Phillips, along with 7.5 sacks Jalen Sealer, 7 Jalen Phillips, and 6.5 Bradley Chubb. A great year once again. Passing wise, okay, we had 4 picks with Javon Hollard, 3 with Kader Kohu, and 2 with Jordan Brooks, Terrell Dodson, and Kendall Fuller. Added with that, we have 7 deflections from Kendall Fuller, 6 from Jordan Poyer, 5 for Javon Holland, Jordan Brooks, and Jalen Ramsey. Fumbles out of Kendall Fuller, Jordan Poyer, Javon Holland, and Jordan Brooks. Jason Sanders had an 87% year with another 57 long and 100% extra points, so pretty much the same. In the end of the year, as we all know, the Eagles beat the Dolphins in the Super Bowl 21-16. Saquon Barkley wins Super Bowl MVP. NFL MVP is Josh Allen. Coach of the Year is Sean McDermott. Offensive Player of the Year is Cooper Kupp. Defensive Player of the Year is Foyesade Oluokun. And hopefully that isn't because of the performance he put up against us. Anyway, though, that is a way better season, and I just can't wait to see how these other two do. Next up, we're going to make an improviser quarterback where we're modeling Patrick Mahomes. So we're going to be wearing number 15 and 6'2", 225 pounds. So let's go and meet our guy. All right, so here's our improviser quarterback. It is 6'2", 225 pounds, number 15. And this guy can really get you out of the pocket and throw it from there. I have a little bit less awareness. His accuracies are a little bit lower than you would love for a quarterback of a 90 overall. But then you go down here and you see that this guy can just scramble like crazy. 89 speed, 94 acceleration, 93 agility, 85 carrying. Not very strong, but it is going to be a very good quarterback. High juke move, high spin move. This is going to be a fun one to watch. For X Factor, I gave this guy a running gun so he can make all those throws outside the pocket on the run. And here are the superstar abilities. We got dashing deadeye, fast break, an anchored extender, spin cycle, and jukebox. This guy should be gross, so let's hop into the first game. All right, so let's see if number 15 improviser can lead us to the promised land and maybe actually secure that Super Bowl ring. All right, well, I hit the wrong audible, so we're just going to do a stretch. Oh, that's money. Oh, if he can spin, I thought he'd got the better animation. Dude, Devon Achane never goes down. All right, so let's see how this improviser moves. Actually, that's a wide open throw. Jalen Waddle has his number back and his moves back. Sadly for these guys, I don't think Miami quarterbacks run that much, but maybe they'll adjust the playbooks a little bit. And I'm just going to scramble this with our guy. He is certainly fast, but I can't wait till we get faster. It's actually a horrible play call here, but pocket collapses. Can we make that? Oh my God! Braxton Berrios along the edge. Touchdown, Miami. Holy. What a perfect throw. Oh my God, this guy's bringing us to the promised land. Look at that throw, and it's gonna really, as soon as the guy throws it, but that was on the money. I just want to go back and look at that a little bit. I mean, look at this. He sees pressure, he evades it, pats it, and throws that baby right downfield. And I cannot wait to see how this guy does in the rest of the season. But first off, do we make the playoffs? Wow, and we actually only go 7-10 this year. That is not what you'd expect. Third in the division. And that's actually insane. Our offense was 24th in the league, which isn't too bad. And then our defense is 22nd. We put up 3,600 yards or 3,700 yards in the air, 22 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Honestly, not great and not terrible. Rushing wise, we only put up 400 yards and a touchdown, so I kind of wish that we had a little bit more there. Otherwise, Devon Achane had almost 800 yards and 9 touchdowns, a little bit low on the touchdowns. but he also limited himself to 0 fumbles, where previously had 3. Tyreek Hill, 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns, 957 and 1 for Waddle, 540 and 6 for Braxton Berrios, 515 and 3 for Jonnu Smith. A little bit down there and a little bit up on sacks. 10 sacks, Teron Armstead. 7, Austin Jackson. 6, Aaron Brewer. So a little bit higher than before. 117 tackles, Jordan Brooks. 80, Jalen Phillips. 75, Kendall Fuller. 13 TFLs, Jack Seiler. 12, Calais Campbell. And 10, Jalen Phillips. 8 sacks, Jalen Phillips. 7, Calais Campbell. 5.5, Zach Sealer. So overall, some good pressure. 5 picks, Jordan Brooks, along with 3 from Jalen Ramsey, and then 2 from Poyer, Fuller, and Holland. 8 deflections out of Jalen Ramsey, 7 out of Jordan Brooks, 6 out of Fuller and Walker Jr. 3 fumbles out of Kendall Fuller, Anthony Walker, and Jordan Poyer. A block kick out of Chris Smith. A safety out of Calais Campbell. And then a bit of a down here for Jason Sanders. Only 81% completion with a 57 long, and then also a blocked extra point. Eagles beat the Chiefs this time in the Super Bowl 34-31. Jalen Hurts wins NFL MVP. Jalen Hurts wins Super Bowl MVP. NFL MVP is Patrick Mahomes, who our guy is built after. Coach of the Year is Sean McDermott. Offensive Player of the Year is Lamar Jackson, who we're going to base our next player off of. Defensive Player of the Year is Von Miller. So with a little bit of a down year here, we're going to hope that our Scrambler can do a little bit better. So our Scrambler is going to be based off Lamar Jackson. And this one is going to be the most fun to play around with. And I'm not going to delete this save because I'm going to be playing with this guy a lot off camera. But anyway, we're going to be number 8 and number 62210. So here is our scrambling quarterback, 6'2", 210 pounds. He is a 90 overall, of course, superstar X Factor. And this is a fun one. As you can see, this guy is a pretty good passer, a little bit under what everybody else has been able to do. Until you look down here and you see that we have 99s on every single juke, every single way to put people on the floor. They're all 99 overalls. His passing is still more than above average, but this should be our most fun guy to use. For the abilities, I gave them the Truz X Factor so that he doesn't fumble after getting 1 yard enough times. For a superstar, I gave him Fast Break, Gutsy Scrambler, Jukebox, Anchored Extender, and Spin Cycle. And this should be fun. Of course, we're going to hop into week 1 just to test this guy out for ourselves. I have a feeling this is going to take a few more drives than the others just because I have a feeling that I'm going to fumble. Can number 8 do it? And I honestly don't care if he can. I just want to play with him. I honestly don't know if I'm going to pass this ball on this drive. It depends if something's open or not. Also, I have everything to break sacks. Wow, B is actually very much open. Jalen Waddle with a big percentage of it. Holy, what a play. A great juke as well. All right, I refuse to not get this touchdown with a scramble, even though this Jaguars defense is getting cut up already. I just want to feel 90. Oh, my God. 99 speed. Oh, God, he's not in. You know what? I don't care at all. I really don't. Look, we can go any way that we want. Okay, that's probably not good. Breaks the sack. That's probably not good. Here we go. Good blocks or not. You guys were supposed to follow me. Outrun me at some point, considering I am literally the fastest player in the game. Oh my God. There it is. Oh no. 4th and goal. They have QB draw. Come on now. Lamar Scrambler. Get yourself in that end zone. Oh, look at that. And that is a touchdown. Our first scrambling one of the video. And that is exactly what we want to have happen. Let's see how this man can score in the regular season, as I hope that we have 1,000 yards rushing, 4,000 yards passing, and a Super Bowl ring in our pockets. Wow, and they go 8 and 9, not even making the playoffs. So only one of our guys is going to end up getting a deep playoff run. Offense was once again 22nd in the league, and then our defense was 14th. Honestly, not a disgusting year out of our scrambler. 3,700 yards, 17 touchdowns, 8 picks. It's honestly not that good. I don't get how we're not getting consistent 4,000 yard years passing when we have a 90 overall. He did add 646 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground though, so this might be our highest total yardage. Otherwise, Devon Achane had 773 yards and 11 touchdowns. Not honestly great. Receiving wise, Tyreek Hill had 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns only. Waddle had 882 and 4 touchdowns. Berrios had 717 and 6. Jonnu Smith had 447 and 2. Teron Armstead had 11 sacks allowed, 10 for Austin Jackson, 6 for Robert Jones. I thought these numbers would be a little bit more down with the scrambler, but I guess not. Jordan Brooks, 106 tackles, 72 for Jalen Ramsey, 71 for Kendall Fuller. 17 TFL, Zach Seiler. 14 Calais Campbell, 8 for Phillips and Chubb. 8 sacks Calais Campbell, 5.5 Jalen Phillips, 4 Zach Seiler. 3 picks out of Kader Kohu, 2 out of Jordan Brooks, 1 out of Chubb, Ramsey, Holland, Walker, and Poyer. 10 deflections out of Jordan Brooks, 9 out of Kendall Fuller, 7 Jalen Ramsey. A safety out of Bradley Chubb as well. Jason Sanders with his worst year, kicking only a 56 long and a 75%. That is with 1 blocked, but still, that's not great. 100% extra point now, though. Yeah, but that is going to do it for the video, everybody. Let's just quickly go over our stats. Going from lowest record to highest record. Starting off, we have our improviser quarterback. He had a 6-11 record and missed the postseason. He had 4,087 total yards, 23 total touchdowns, 9 total turnovers with a 69% completion, as well as a 98.1 rating. A season that really isn't that great, but isn't bad at all. Next on the record board was the Scrambler with 8-9 record. He missed the postseason as well. He put up 4,321 total yards, 20 total touchdowns, 8 total turnovers with a 92.7 rating. Then we have our field general who went 9-8. He was a wild card exit, but had a total of 4,115 yards, 21 touchdowns, 13 turnovers, with a 69% completion and a 96.1 rating. Honestly, a little bit of a weaker performance. Our strong arm quarterback was the best out of anybody by far, in my opinion. An 11-6 record and losing the Super Bowl, but almost securing that beautiful ring. Total yards was 4,797, which is great. 33 touchdowns as well, opposed to 6 total turnovers. He had 70% completion and a 109.1 rating. By far the best out of anybody. And that just shows you exactly who it is that's going to be the best. Josh Allen won the MVP, and his prototype is the one that won the challenge. This is an incredible video. I'm going to be filming for like 3.5 hours here, so I also have to edit and make the thumbnail. So please, please, please like and subscribe. It would really help out. And I just want to keep growing this channel. Without further ado, I'm going to let you guys go. Goodbye.